Want to become a JavaScript professional in 2026 but not sure where to start or what to learn first? Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll show you a step-by-step roadmap that takes you from absolute beginner to job-ready developer, with clear phases, skills to master, and fun mini projects to build after each one. Whether you're starting with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or planning to move into React or Angular, this roadmap will guide you all the way. So grab your notebook and let's start your JavaScript journey the smart way. So the first thing to learn is the foundations, and this phase should take you around weeks 1 to 4. The main goal here is simple. Understand the basics of JavaScript and how it actually works behind the scenes. Start by learning what JavaScript really is, how it runs inside the browser, and what role it plays in making web pages interactive. Then move on to the core building blocks. Variables, let, const, and var. Data types, strings, numbers, booleans, null, undefined, and objects. Operators, arithmetic, comparison, and logical operators. Conditional statements like if, else, and switch. Loops such as for, while, and for functions. How to declare them, pass parameters, and return values. And finally, get comfortable with debugging using console.log and browser dev tools. Once you finish learning the basics, start practicing by building a few fun mini projects. This will help you apply what you learned in real code. Here are a few ideas. A simple calculator, a guess the number game, a digital clock, rock, paper, scissors, or a tip calculator. These small projects may seem simple, but they'll give you real confidence writing JavaScript from scratch, and that's the key to moving forward. Alright, once you're comfortable with the basics, it's time to move to phase 2, core concepts. This phase will take you around weeks 5 to 10, and the goal here is to learn how to manipulate data and interact with the DOM. You'll start working with arrays and their methods like push, pop, filter, and reduce. Then move on to objects, understand how keys and values work, and even play with nested objects. After that, dive into the DOM. Learn how to select elements, modify them, and dynamically add or remove them from your page. You'll also explore events like click, input, and key press, and learn how to respond when users interact with your app. Don't forget about forms and validation, working with local storage, and handling JSON data. And finally, get familiar with error handling using try.catch. Now let's make this knowledge real with some mini projects you can build. A to-do list app with local storage, a notes app, a theme switcher or color picker, a password generator, and a movie watch list. Each of these will help you understand how to connect your JavaScript logic to real user interactions. Now welcome to phase 3, modern JavaScript and async programming. This is where things start getting exciting and more powerful. In this phase, your goal is to master ES6+ features and understand how asynchronous code works in JavaScript. Start with modern syntax, let, const, arrow functions, and template literals. Learn destructuring, the spread and rest operators, and how to organize your code with modules using import and export. Then go deeper with promises, async await, and the fetch API to make real API calls. Finally, understand how JavaScript handles the event loop and microtasks, so you know how your code truly runs. Once you're ready, try these mini projects. A weather app using the OpenWeather API, a movie search app, a newsfeed app, a random user generator, or even a fun cat or dog image fetcher. By the end of this phase, you'll be working with live data like a real developer. Alright, moving on to phase 4, advanced concepts and patterns. Now we go behind the scenes of JavaScript to really understand how it works under the hood. You'll explore the execution context and call stack, dive into scope and closures, and finally understand that tricky this keyword. Then, learn about prototypes and inheritance, along with the basics of functional programming, pure functions, immutability, and higher order functions. After that, study some design patterns like the module pattern, factory, observer, and singleton. These are used in real-world apps everywhere. Here are a few projects to challenge you in this phase: countdown timer, expense tracker, quiz app, custom event system, observer pattern, math quiz generator. This phase will make your code more structured, scalable, and professional. Now let's jump into phase 5, frameworks and tooling. By this point, you know how JavaScript works. Now it's time to learn how to build complete apps using modern tools. Start by picking a framework, React or Angular. Learn about components, props, state, hooks, and routing with React Router. Or if you go with Angular, learn modules, services, and signals. Next, explore state management using Context API, Redux, or Angular signals. Then get familiar with NPM, build tools like Vite or Webpack, and learn how to use Git and GitHub to manage your code. Finally, polish your workflow using ESLint and Prettier to write clean, professional code. To apply all this, build a mini e-commerce store, a flashcard learning app, a dashboard with charts, a music player UI, or a dark light mode portfolio. These projects will push your front-end skills to a professional level. And finally, we reach Phase 6, Projects and Portfolio. This is where everything comes together. Now it's time to build real-world projects and showcase your skills to the world. Start with a responsive portfolio website, a full e-commerce front-end, a blog website with Markdown support, an analytics dashboard, and a task management system. You'll also learn how to plan and structure your projects, apply UI/UX principles, and deploy your work on Netlify, Vercel, or GitHub pages. And don't forget, write clear README files, document your process, and share your progress on LinkedIn and GitHub. This is the phase where you go from learning to becoming a real JavaScript developer. And that's your complete JavaScript roadmap for 2026. From the basics to advanced concepts, frameworks, and real projects, everything you need to become a job-ready developer. Remember, practice is key. Build projects, break things, and keep coding. You can follow this roadmap with HTML, CSS, JS, or frameworks like React or Angular. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next video.